Hello guys, in this video I will tell you how to create a project, and then in that project we will see how to create user story, epic, features and tasks inside that project. First you have to log in into your Microsoft Azure portal. After login, on the top you can see a search bar. In that just type Azure organization, Azure DevOps organization, sorry. After typing, just click the first one. It will just go to a page where you can see view my organization. Just click it. It will redirect to your organization page where you can see your created organization. See, on the right side you can see the created organization. In that we are going to create a new project. In that project I will tell you how to create a user story, epic, task and all such things. For that, see, click new projects. So it will ask for your project name and the project description. For this video, I am going to do for an online shopping app. So for the content, I am going to copy from ChatGPT. So I've already given the prompt for that. So I'm just going and copying the title. So just give the project name and description which you are going to work on. After giving the project name and description, the most important thing is you have to ensure that the work item process is agile. For that, below the project description, you can see an advanced icon. Click that, where you can see two things: version control and work item process. In that, work item process should be agile. Please ensure that you are choosing agile and not basic. After choosing that, you just at the bottom you can see a create button. Just create it. After that, the project will be created and it will redirect your project's dashboard where you can see your some left side you can see some menus, and the right side top you can see invite, where you can invite your team members to work on this project. So next we will see how to create user story, epics, features and all such things. For that, on the left side you can see option called boards. Please click on that. After clicking on boards, click on backlogs. So after clicking on backlogs, on the right side top you can see a drop down with named stories. Just click that. You can see only two options: features and stories. Epic is missing. We have to enable that. For that, next to the stories itself you can see a small settings icon. Please click it. So you can see here epic is unselected. We are going to select it and click save at the bottom. After saving, come to the same drop down and please check once again. You can see epic is added to this drop down. After adding the epic to this drop down, please select it, since first we are going to create epic, and in that epic we are going to create features. In that features we are going to create user stories, and in that user story we are going to create task. This is the hierarchy we are going to follow for creating the epic user story and all such things. For that, after selecting the epic at the drop down, just press new work item and give the title for your first epic. So I'm just going and copying that. So just paste and click add to bottom. The epic will be created. And if you want to create one more epic also, just make sure at the drop down you are selecting epic and then click new work item and give the epic 2's name or title. So I'm copying that and pasting and just click add to bottom. So epic 2 also will be created. This is how we'll be creating an epic. Next, we will see how to create uh, features. For that, please select any one of the epics. So I am selecting the first epic. On the left side, you can see a plus icon titled add feature. So just press that plus icon. It will ask some informations. So just I will be filling one by one. First, their features title. So feature title I am copying. Just paste it. If you want to assign this feature to any of your this task to any of your team members, you can at the below itself you can see a box with assign people. You can just type their name and it will assign this task to them. So I am not assigning this to anyone. If you want, you can assign here also, or else we can assign it after creating also later also. We will see that later on. So the feature description, in description you give the description about this feature. So I'm just copying that and pasting it. After that, you can see on your right side something called planning. In that you have see priority, where you can see 4 numbers from 1 to 4. So each number represents the complexity of your task. If you give 1, it's a very simple task. If you give 2, it's somewhat simple. If you give 3, it's somewhat moderate. If you give 4, it is somewhat high complex or very complex task. Okay, so I'm just giving 1 itself. After that, you can see risk with the 3 options: high, low, medium. If you give low, you are very clear with your requirements to create this feature. If you are not sure about your requirements, means you can go for high. If you know some requirements and some you don't know, means you can go for medium. So I know the requirements to create this feature, so I am just giving low itself. And then the start date and end date. To complete this task as you want, you can give. So I'm giving the dates. After that, you can just give save and close. See, under Epic 1 user account management, you can see an feature is created. If you want to create one more feature also, just select that Epic. On the left side, you can see a plus icon. Just click that. Again, you have to give the title for the feature 2 under the Epic 1. So I am just copying that too. Just paste it. And if you want to assign this to any of your team members, same as I told before, you can just type their name and this task will be automatically assigned to them. If you are not assigning here also, there is no problem. We can see how to assign it later after creating also. See, after that you can give the description of this project, description of this feature. Just I'm pasting the description too. After that, the priority, as I told you before, each number represents something. So I'm just giving 1 itself since it's a very simple one. So and then I'm giving low for risk and the start date and end date for this also. Give start and end date. After that, you just click save and close. So under Epic 1, you can see 2 features has been created. This is how you can create features inside a Epic. So if you want to create for Epic 2 also, same, you can just click the plus button and then you can give the details and you can save and close that. Feature will be created. So next we will see how to create a user story. For that, please select any one of the features. I am selecting the feature user registration and login. On the left side, you can see a plus button with add user story. Just click that. It will ask for your user stories title. So I'm just copying that. Just copy that, paste it. After that, the description of this user story. Paste it. After that, it will ask for story points. Story points means We cannot give any number as such we want. It follows a series called Fibonacci series. We have to specify the points according to the Fibonacci series. If not, it won't be considered as a point. Okay, so you have to give the points based on the Fibonacci series, and we are not allowed to give as such any number we want. Okay, the story points represents the complexity of this task. If you give 1, it's a very simple. If you give 2, it is somewhat simple. As the number increases, the complexity of your task also increases. If you give a more number, it represents this task is something too complex. Okay, so I'm just giving 2 here, and the priority I am giving 1, risk I am giving low. So then click save and close. A user story will be created under the feature user registration and login. If I want to create one more user story under this feature itself, just click the select that feature and click the plus icon on the left side of that, and just enter the details as such you want. This is how you will be creating your user story. Next we will see how to create a task under a user story. For that you have to select a user story. So select a user story. I am selecting user registration. Click that plus on the left side. After selecting, you can see 2 options, task and bug. Please select task. After that, it will ask for you the details such as title, description, and the same as we entered previously. So I'm just copying that to, I'm pasting the description, and the title is I am designing search bar. Designing search bar, not login page. So after that, if you want to assign this task to any of your team members, you can just assign this and type their email or your team member's name. It will assign them automatically. And then give the priority as you want. I'm just giving 1 activity. So it's a designing one. I giving design. If you are doing deployment, you can just give deployment, development. You can see 6 options. Based on this task, you can pick any one of the thing. So I'm just picking design. After that, just click save and close. A task will be created under the user story, user registration. As you see, a task has been created, designing login page. This is how we will create a epic feature user story task in a project. It will follow a hierarchy. So first we will be creating epic, and then feature, and then user story, and then task. This is the hierarchy it follows. So this is how we will be creating. So if you want to create any of the thing, you can just select. If I am selecting features, on the left side you can see a plus icon. Just click and add a user story under this feature, and after selecting you can add many features, many user stories. That is not limited to just one. Okay, so as I told you, how to assign a specific task or work item to any one of your team members means select that work item. So I'm just selecting this epic work item. On the right side you can see a 3 dotted icon. Just click that. On the second you can see assign to. Just select the name. It will assign this work item to that team member. So that's all. This is how you will be creating your epic feature, user story, task, and all such things. So thank you.